Hey guys. This is not a live that I usually do. Y'all know I don't get on here to do this. I either do this on my podcast or I do this on my YouTube channels and, my Facebook group, stuff like that. So this gotta hit a little different, right? And when the situation first happened, I didn't comment because I was hurt. I knew it was a sensitive topic. I know you heard a while back where the girl had murdered her children. I don't know if we could say those kind of words online, but she had she killed her kids, right? And that girl was my friend. And I didn't want to speak on it because that child is actually my relative, right? So you have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to walk away, right? So this was one of those situations where I didn't want to speak on it because it was too many narratives, too many people involved. There was and it still is a sensitive topic, right? And a lot of people don't know that I travel a lot. I meet people and, y'all bear with me because I don't have my oxygen on. I'm trying to train myself not to constantly wear it, right? Because I'm getting stronger and I'm feeling a little better, so bear with me. I will not be fake. This woman was my friend. I will not be fake. I will not pick a side. It's like, if you're on my side, there is no angle where you can actually choose a side. Like, I knew the children. I knew her as a mother. I knew her as a friend. And her children were actually friends with my girls. We lived right next door to each other. And we would hang out every morning. This was our normal routine. We put our kids on a bus. She'll come to my house or I'll go to hers, and we sip our coffee and we just chat, right? And one thing I do know about God, right? When he sends people to me or are present in my life, he sends them for me to either heal them or teach them a lesson, right? And she was hurting. Baby was hurting, and I would allow her to vent to me. Like, this woman would lay in my bed and vent about how hurt she was, how she had to fight for her children, how she had to fight against somebody that she cared about dearly, This woman was hurting, and she would lay next to me, and I let her vent. I let her cry. I let her get all her frustrations out, right? So I could have never thought in a million years that she would go to that extent of not wanting to give her kid away. Like, she loved her children. Like, I'm not going to sit here and, because everybody has their opinion. They're going to have their opinion about the topic, right? But what I'm going to say is this: that woman loved them children dearly. She catered her life, was around her children. Her every move was her children. And that's facts. And anybody that know of her, that was around, that knew how she interact with her kids, they would be like, what the hell snapped? Like, what happened? What caused that? Because that wasn't normal. Her first priority was her kids, and she did not want to go through the whole struggle. It hurt her to fight with her baby father and their family. She didn't want to keep the kid away. Like, I could get deep into her business, but I'm not going to do that. All I'm saying is this. As a mother, right, we try to do what's right. We try to do what's right. I'm not saying that I would have went to that extent to try to keep my kid away from the other side, or she felt like something was being snatched from her. She felt like they were targeting her, and she was not going to let nobody take her children from her. She felt like every turn, this is why she made the move. You know, everybody, they're going to have their opinion. They're going to talk crap, and it's okay. Because this is my opinion, right? Because I actually knew her. That's all we would really talk about was our children and being a mom and different strategies on how we can better some things and how she felt. And she was hurting. That woman was hurting. And I tried to console her as best as I could, being a friend. You know what I mean? When she said she was making that move, I was like, okay, B, I'm all for it. Woo, 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 you know? I didn't know she was going to go to that extent or where to harming her babies. That kind of threw me for a loop. That hurt my feelings. It broke my heart. Because they didn't deserve that. The little one, I would call her diva. You couldn't tell her nothing. You hear me? She'll come out there with her long hair. Her mom put it on her like lotion, baby. You hear me? Never miss a beat. Ever. Not even with the little baby. And the little baby be in the door with her little bottle and stuff playing. She never missed a beat with them kids. Ever. She was a stand-up mother. You know? We fall short as parents. Don't get on here and act like everybody's so hunky-fucking-dory. That you have the book of all parenting. That's just not how it goes. Some people deal with mental health issues. And that shit is real. And everybody overlooks that shit. And when she was crying out for help, she felt like she was being attacked. And nobody was listening to her. Like, I was the only one listening. Right? So I'm going to tell you how this works. The other day, I woke up out of my sleep. It had to have been like 2 in the morning. And she was on my heart. And I got on Google. May God strike me down if I'm making this up. God don't play about me. And when I get these downloads, when he put people in my life, it's for reasons. You know, you could believe what you want to believe, but I was put here to heal people. Right? I wake up 2, 3 in the morning. I'll pray during that time and whatever, you know. But she popped in my head. I felt her leaving. I felt her doing this. And I said, yo, I need to write her. Not because, oh, woe is her. But just to see how she doing, right? Because I would have never in a million years, ever would have thought that she would have went that route. Ever. And I'm looking on Google and I can't find her. I'm looking in, you know, Arizona. I'm like, what is the female prison? I'm trying to get the, you know, her number. I just want to reach out. Something is like reach out. And I could not get this information. This girl has been on my heart. I'm not here to judge nobody, right? This ain't about bashing them. May God cover the families that suffer from this on both ends. On both ends. You know what I mean? Like, I know some of my family gonna be upset that I'm doing this because that child was my little cousin. Yes, she was. But that mother was also my friend. So I understand, right? The pain. I don't understand the narrative of why she did the shit she did. I'm not approving of that shit. I will never approve of that shit. So don't misinterpret my message, please. Because y'all tend to do that. And I don't mind tussling in these comments. Y'all know I get busy. But this is not that, right? She was definitely hurting. She was definitely crying out for help. So my message to you is mental health is a real thing, right? Check on your peoples. The ones y'all be judging and, you know, having so much to say. Check on them people. You don't know what them people going through. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what's playing in their head. You don't know the process or what God has in store. Check on your peoples. Don't wait. Because it's crazy because my phone was off all day today, right? I didn't charge it. Something just said, you know, because every time I get on here, somebody's dying. Somebody's dead. Somebody's passed away. Somebody's child is being hurt. Somebody's being beat. Like, who wants to get on here and see that? I want to get on here and see positive things. And I know that's not the world we live in, so it's hunky-dory to me. Trying to get positive shit out of some thing, right? But I just don't want to get on here constantly and see death. I don't want to get on here constantly see my people beating each other down. I don't want to get on. That's just not a thing for me. And I'm constantly seeing it. So what I'm saying is check on your family. Even the ones you don't get along with. Check on them people. Because who are you to judge? Because God don't judge you. And we ain't even talking about the things that's being seen. We talking about the things that are not being seen. You're not being judged on that. So, you know, no matter what the beef is, you know, 90 years ago, 4 years ago, it could have happened yesterday. Check on your peoples. Check on your family. Like, I sit right where I'm at. Mental health is at an all-time high up here. Like, it's like, if you, every corner is somebody that is suffering from some type of mental health issue. Every corner. And I deal with my shit. You know what I'm saying? I deal. It's a difference. I deal with my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate y'all tapping in and watching. But my friend, right? She hung herself. And I had to get it together before I got on camera because that shit hurt my feelings. My feelings are extremely hurt. Yes, they are. And no, you're not going to feel my pain because she wasn't your friend. She was mine. But I think that whole situation is sad as hell. And I think if I could have reached out, if I could have got that information, I would have tried to change the narrative. I mean, 2 life sentences is a long time, but to just have somebody there for moral support would have been important, you know. And this ain't no fucking sympathy kick. This is being all authentic and just being real, man. Y'all get on here and put a show on. I don't do those. You gonna respect the message or you not? You know what I mean? You gonna get the message or you not? Like, I love those who love me, right? I don't force relationships. What's for me gonna be for me. Check on y'all peoples. Check on y'all peoples, man. I try to, because I'm going through my own shit. I'm trying to heal, right? A lot of y'all don't know that. I mean, you know, I ain't down bad. Don't get it twisted. I'm just on low oxygen. Because some things was passed down to me hereditarily that I knew nothing about, right? So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. I ain't that bad. Still cute as fuck. Still on my shit. But I'm going to put this back on just in case. But I've been going through my own thing. So I ain't been reaching out to folks. I just been chilling, trying to heal. A lot of people don't know that because I don't tell people my business. They assume. But nobody reaches out to me and my children. I have a few. Literally. And I'm okay with that because I know I'm not for everybody. And when you content with that, baby, you are so much stronger. You'll be so much stronger in life. I know I'm not. I don't pretend to be. Motherfuckers gonna have their idea who they think I am. That's they shit, not mine. Hi, cousin. I love you too, baby. I love you too, my love. You know, people paint a picture about you. I do want to address that too while I'm on here. Might as well, right? People paint a picture about you, right? And I'm the type, I don't want to change the narrative. You think what you want to think. I just don't. I spent too much of my life, right, trying to change the narrative about people and how they felt about me. I have come to be so much at peace with whatever rumors people come up with, right? No, I don't have no damn, how would you say this? This is a illness. It's related to lupus. People just be making up shit. Like, child, listen. I'm blessed. I'm still blessed. Highly favored. Listen, I'm not into the dark shit. Y'all get on, y'all be just chatting. Remember who it's coming from, though. When they start chatting about Ra, see who behind the message. Because, child, half of these people, I done probably broke their hearts. Or they can't beat me. Or they jealous of me. And yeah, y'all know I'm going to talk my shit. I was down a little bit. I'm up now. You know what I'm talking about? I was sick. Not down bad. Don't ever get that twisted. And I got people that love me dearly, right? And then I have those who don't. And they don't even know why they don't. They have not a clue of why they dislike me. Probably because of my mouth, right? And I'm a straight shooter, right? And I've always been this way. And a lot of people are so used to, again, being babied or things being sugar-coated for them. I like a real bitch, right? I like a motherfucker that's gonna be like, yo, bitch, you out of line. Check that shit. Don't come around me with that fake shit. That I ain't never been that type. And I could read you from a mile away. So if you coming around me and you on some goofy shit, I'm gonna call your shit and you just gonna be mad. One thing about me, I don't bother people. But I don't turn down either. If I need to defend or protect me, right? So again, I'm good peoples. Y'all could tap in. Don't listen to these motherfucking rumors and what people got going on about Ra. You want to know something about Ra, you come to Ra. Ask Ra. I'm the better motherfucker to tell you about me. For real. And that's just being honest. You feel me? I had a lot of people come around me. They just be fucking chatting. Don't even fucking know me. Just be chatting. Like, for real. I done heard so many rumors. It's like, come on. If y'all don't sit down, like, what y'all gonna make up next? What y'all gonna make up next? I had people make fake pages, pretend to be me. That is not me. And anybody that know me know that ain't me. You know what I mean? You can think what you want. You know, I have a high elevation podcast, also read tarot. They be like, she's a witch. She do black magic. Do you not know that the Bible is a book of magic? Y'all just don't have no understanding. I'm just not closed off. I'm open to discover, you know. I'm not closed off. Not at all. So I'm not a dark person. I'm a healer. Know the difference. Don't speak on me. You don't know me. Yeah, don't speak on me. You don't know me. You listen to them folks if you want to. I know people that put their mouth on me and I never have to touch a soul. You should watch it. I'm telling you. You should watch it. Never had to touch people. I don't beef with people. I actually love people. I care about people. This is why I came on here to make... It was supposed to be short to make this this message. Because my feelings is hurt. That was my baby. Like, we used to laugh about stupid shit. Like, when you could vibe with somebody like that, it's just so dope. And then her kids was so super dope. Like, she got other children, and I know they're hurting. And my heart goes out to them. But yeah, I don't want to get off the topic. I ran it a little bit because people seem to forget who I am. They seem to forget. Because I took a little break. Let's remind people, you know. I stepped away from what I was used to come and find me, to come and really tap in. Yeah. Don't be afraid to leave all that shit behind to go and discover your purpose. Like, I know my purpose. I know what I'm here for. That's another topic. You feel me? I know what I'm here for. God put me here for a reason. And I went through all of this for a reason. You know? I went through all of this for a reason. I had made a podcast the other day, and I'm sure because people talk their shit and everybody respects popularity over being realistic or being a real individual, right? That I'm sure people miss the message because they don't like the messenger. I don't care about none of that. It's going to reach who it's supposed to reach, and the people ain't supposed to reach, it ain't going to reach, right? But I was telling them how the other day I had met an earth angel. Like, God don't drop me off nowhere. He'll never fold on me and my children. I don't have to do much. We don't lack. We don't lack, you know. People may assume we don't. You know, so go check that out. I think that was super dope, that I was able to even have an encounter like that when I needed somebody the most, you know. But that gave me a shake back, right? Because of that situation. I'm gonna tap into it. It's the day I met an earth angel, right? I'm gonna just give you a brief drum. I had to go to the lung doctor, right? Because what I deal with has to do with my lungs, my organs, and stuff like that. It's an autoimmune disorder. It's called sarcoidosis. It's the same thing that Bernie Mac passed away from. So it is not something I could get rid of. I just gotta find a specialist and we gonna get to it. You feel me? So this day I had to go see the lung doctor or whatever. So I get in a cab because I parked my car because I had just got out of the hospital and my equilibrium was a little off. Like, I didn't want to crash. So I parked my car and whatever. And I jumped in a cab, went to the doctor's. They took me to the wrong place. So I'm like, the lady say, she look out these glass windows. She say, hey, where you gotta go is right there. So I'm like, all right, bet. Me being me, I'm like, oh, that's a little walk. That ain't about nothing. I could do that because that's, you know, normal stuff. Woo, woo, woo. I get to walking, I can't breathe. My ribs is hurt. My heart is doing like a billion. I mean, man, about to bump out my chest, basically. My heart is like beating out my chest, right? So I'm walking. There is no entry in sight. I'm still walking. I'm like 2 blocks away from the joint. I'm like, the lady said it was right here or whatever. You feel me? So I keep walking, whatever. And still no entry. People walking past me. At this point, I'm balled over. Tears are coming out of my face because now I feel defeated. This is me being vulnerable, right? Because y'all gonna judge me either way. I don't give a damn. At this point, because I'm a very powerful person, right? To an extent. And the fact that I felt helpless at the time had me like kind of threw me off, yo, because I'm always on my pivot. I'm never off. I pride myself in just being strong enough to stand on my own. I'm a foster kid. This is what we're used to. This is normal shit, right? So I'm like, shit. I'm like, at the time that I need somebody, nobody's there, like. So I get around the corner. Now, I'm in my head, though, y'all. I'm in my head, right? I'm in my head. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I get around the corner or whatever, and I see a blue mailbox. So I'm like, all right, bet. I could lean against the mailbox, get my window, you feel me? Keep it moving, whatever. I get by the mailbox, I lean on the mailbox. Several people walk past me. You can see me clear as day, in distress. Nobody gave a fuck. Humanity sucks. Just say that, you know. Nobody cared. They just kept walking, woo-doo-doo, like they didn't even see me. And it's okay. But God knew that, right? So this older black guy, had to be late 60s maybe. He walks by me, but he backtracks. And he looks at me. He says, you okay? And I'm out of breath. I'm like, I'm trying to get to the, you know, and I'm explaining, I'm trying to get to the lung doctor at the time. And I still couldn't catch my breath at the time. Like, I was really pushing myself. I wanted to see if I could do it, right? But tears are just coming down my face. I'm defeated at this fucking point, guys. At this point, I am, like, I feel like my ribs are going to collapse, right? Y'all can hit the like button. Y'all can tap in. Y'all can ask me questions. Y'all, so, I feel like my ribs going to collapse. He said, this man looked at me and he never gave me his name. He said, grab hold of my arm. He said, I want you to lean on me. And I'm looking at this man like 98 pounds soaking wet. And I'm like, y'all know I'm a heavyweight. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to hurt this man. In my head, I'm like, all right, God. He said, you know what, God knew. He asked me where I was going. I told him the lung doctor. He said, God knew you was going to need somebody. That's why he sent me this way. He said, they told me I was at the wrong place too. And they told me to walk over here. I said, did they now? You know, so we just chatting. And this man started talking about music and where he worked several years ago, where he retired from. And before I noticed, I had done walked. No pain, like just chatting. We just walking. And I'm just in my head, right? And then he started praying over me. He started praying over me. I get to the door. I asked him, I said, you know, how much farther do we need to go? Because they said it was right here. This ain't right here. This ain't right here. How much farther do we need to go? That's a message in that, right? He looks around the corner. He said, you see where them cones at? I said, mm-hmm. Come on, talk to me. See, y'all not hearing me. He said, how much? I said, how much farther do we need to go? God said, where I'm going, he said, you almost there. He said, you almost there, baby. You just got to go a little more. We right there. He said, we right there. I said, all right. I keep walking. I'm trying, yo. I'm trying. At this point, I'm hurting again. My back is hurt. Because I have a crazy arch in my back. And I'm bottom heavy, right? So my back is killing me. Anybody that know, y'all know, right? So he said, hold on. Lean against this sign. I'm going to go in. I'm going to get you a wheelchair. So the man goes in. He gets me a wheelchair, right? So he brings it back to me. He rolls me into the building. I feel a little better because I'm like, all right, I made it, right? I showed the lady on my phone the address I need to be at. She said, yeah, that's right upstairs on the 5th floor. I turn around to thank the man, like to have a conversation with the man. The man vanished. One thing about this man, he never even gave me his name. He never tried to talk to me in a weird way. He did what God sent him to do. He wanted to make sure that I was good, right? So I get upstairs. They roll me up there in this damn wheelchair. I get upstairs. It's a young black girl at the desk. She's like, hold on, babe, give me a second. Beautiful energy. Hopefully she come across this one day. Because you never know. People are put in your path for certain reasons, right? And you could abuse them, or you can take what you take from it, a lesson. You know what I mean? And she's really, you could tell she's concerned. I'm trying to get it together. She offered me water. I'm like, I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm just trying to get my wind back up. So she's like, let me check you in. I'm like, cool. She checked me in. And she looks up at me, and says, you're not at the right spot. Come on, y'all. Y'all not listening, right? You're not at the right spot. So I'm like, I'm at the right spot again? Like, what do you mean? Like, what? You know what I just did to get here? Do you know what I just did to get here? Right? I'm going to tell you the testimony in this. Hold on. Pay attention to what I'm saying to y'all. You know what I just did to get here? I said, you're not in the right spot. You still got to go further. You got to go further. She said, but I'm going to call over there. I'm going to see if somebody could, I'm going to let them know that you made it. If somebody could still see you. I'm like, all right, cool. Bet. Thank you. I appreciate that, So she on the phone. You could hear tussling. She on the phone. This woman don't know me from a can of paint. But she's seen the narrative. She's seen the sweat pouring down my face. She's seen the tears. She's seen me sitting there. And, I explained, like, what the hell was happening? She's seen what I was going through. So she tussling on the phone with the receptionist from the other doctor's office. And then she just looked up at me with this disappointed look. And she said, I am so sorry to tell you are not in the right building. She said, and I'll try to call over there to get them to see you or get somebody to come and get you. And I was explaining to her, I said, my chest is hurting, my ribs are hurting. I said, and she said this to the doctor. Now, this is my lung doctor, y'all. She said, well, tell her she hurting to go to the hospital. I looked at this lady. I said, do this bitch know what I went through to get here? Does she know the torment I literally had to go through to get here? How my pride was broken down. How I was just put through so many tests. I said, you know what, you're right. And at that time, I said, just call me a cab so I could go home. I just wanted to go home at that point because I was already tired. I ain't see nobody. I was fed up, right? So I'm saying this to say this, right? Everybody's journey is not the same. And sometimes God is going to send you on a mission. And if he don't think you on the right track, he gonna reroute you. and that was a form of him rerouting me. He said, you're not there yet. He said, you're healing, but you're not there yet. You got to keep going, right? He said, you're healing. Come on. Y'all don't hear me, though. He said, but I need you to take a few more moments to yourself. And this is what this was, right? He said, because I need you to come back a little stronger. He said, yeah, I know. I told you the entry was right there, right? he said, you seen it. You seen your finish line, right? I seen my finish line. I knew when I set out that front door, I knew where I was headed, right? I said, oh, it's right there. It's light. It's right. I can see it. I could see my ending. I could see my forever, my happy ending, right? It's right there. I said, He made me stop at the post. He made me stop at the mailbox. He made me stop by the sign. At the front desk. At the other front desk. And then he sent me back home. Still, I ain't see nobody, right? Come on now. Still ain't see nobody. God wanted me to know on this journey of healing, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, there will be no shortcuts. There will be no, he said, I need you to go to every stop sign, every corner you're going to turn. And with every corner, there will be a lesson. It's depending on you how you take that lesson. Will you be defeated? Am I going to be defeated? Absolutely not. You know who I am. I don't play with demons. I slay them, baby. You understand me? I came on here and I made a podcast weeks back and I was in my head and it was me getting up. It was me getting up. It was me saying this fight is not over. It was me saying no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It was me saying whoever got something out for me, you don't want this smoke. I promise you. I'm covered with the blood. Regardless of what you see. See, one thing about what God does in my life, right? He don't allow me to see. Hi, Auntie. He don't allow me to see people for their clothing or what they have on. I see people's souls. I see people for their souls, right? So a lot of times people misunderstand me, and I'm okay with that. I want y'all to go on these journeys, right? Because it's a lot of woke folks. I see y'all. I see y'all. It's a lot of y'all waking up, baby, and y'all ain't sleep. And I'm so proud of y'all, right? But y'all go on these journeys not looking for clarity, not looking to fit in. I know I'm different, baby. I'm from Mars. I'm not from here. I may be from Venus, Jupiter. I know I ain't from here because I don't think like a lot of motherfuckers think, right? What up, cousin? You feel me? I don't think like a lot of people. And I will never pretend to fit in just to be liked. I just don't do that. I'm okay with being Big Rye. I'm cool with that, right? But I want y'all to take this journey and where you're going. Any L is not a loss. It's a lesson, but you have to see the lesson in that, right? And yes, I was working. Yes, I had the job at Dyfus and all of that, right? And I still have the opportunity. I can go back. I'm on PTO, whatever. Didn't lose anything. But God said he needed me to take a moment. Because I was ignoring my health. I knew something wasn't right. I was ignoring it. And I was dying, literally, y'all. Literally, I would walk around. That's how you know I'm a tough motherfucker, bro. My lungs were at 30%. Anybody that worked with me, because I know one of my coworkers, I just seen her name come up here. Hey, cousin. I just seen one of my coworkers on here. And she will tell you I'd be winded. Didn't stop me from getting up, going to work, getting to that bag, right? And I was still putting that work. But I knew I wasn't right. But I would still fight through it. I'm so stubborn because I feel like anybody that goes to the hospital will never make it back home. So my biggest fear was going to this hospital, never making it back. But God, he put me on hold. He said, now you got to heal yourself. Now you got to heal. And I was weak. And people would like to put a time frame on how quick you heal. Right? I was weak. I knew when I went in the hospital, I was one motherfucker. I came out, I was definitely, not myself. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Not saying that I was broken, but I wasn't where I needed to be, right? And, God, between the medicine that I'm on, it blows me up sometimes. I retain a lot of water weight, and it just threw me off a little bit. I'm back, though. I'm back, y'all. I'm good. I stay prayed up. It was a moment. I know how to deal with it now. I've put myself on a balanced diet. And this is not to, I just want to bring awareness. Sarcoidosis is for the minorities, but it attacks majority of our African American community. I know. Some people don't get symptoms. Some people do. But I caught mine when I should have been paying more attention sooner, basically. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. When they said, like, during COVID, I didn't have COVID, but I did have infection in my lungs. During that time, they did mention the same symptoms that I'm dealing with now, and like, just never treated it. So it was just prolonged, is why I ended up on oxygen. I will not be on oxygen my entire damn life, because I'm coming up off this. I don't claim this. This is not what it is. But God put me through this, right, to help somebody else that's going to go through this. That's what he do. He take me through things. He said, I made your back big as hell so you can go through some shit. I done took some shit on this bitch. I hear you. I promise you. Forgive my cussing. Y'all know my mouth is crazy. But it's just me being real. You know what I mean? God made me like this. He made me tough as nails because I could take a licking, baby. As much as I give him, I could take him. So this is me going through the process. So when somebody else is going through it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I just went through that. Now, let me tell you how you get through it. Maybe these tips can help you, no matter what it is. I done been through domestic violence. I done been through a terrible marriage. I done been through, like, thank you. You'll be surprised at things I've been through, but I've healed from. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. And I don't try to be. I am very well flawed. Very well flawed, you know? People see me, right? I know people like when I was a juvenile, this is no bullshit. And I was running the streets, boy, terrorizing. Terrorizing. You hear me? Couldn't tell me nothing. I had people hate me because of that. What the heck? Treacherous. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, right? They see me now, they like, yo, you so different. And some people want to pull you back into that shit. You feel me? She ain't changed. Let me test a gangster. Yeah, you can test that motherfucker if you want to. But I have changed. I changed a lot, you know? And it was for the better. It was for the better. I don't think it was for the worse. I've learned my lessons. I've grew up. You feel me? My mouth's still crazy, motherfucker. I still shake shit. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Everything doesn't need my reaction. I'm so content in life. Like, you got beef with me, you beefing by yourself. Because I don't pay people. I be like, what's his name? Oh, Unbothered. If Unbothered was a mother, I'm unbothered. You hear me? Like, I don't let things get to me like I used to. And that's just a way of growing up and really just tapping into you being grown as hell. What's up, cousin? You know what I mean? I know people talk about me. They won't talk to me about it, but they do chat. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is, chatting. I love you too, baby. I love y'all. What's going on, man? Y'all know I don't even do this. I just want to tap in with my cousins and tell y'all I love y'all. And if I didn't make no funerals or none of that, it's because I was fucked up. I was over this motherfucker fighting for my life. You hear what I'm talking about? What up, cousin? Mikey, cousin. I was over here fighting for my life. You hear me? So, like, I'm sorry for the ones I didn't tap into. I see y'all. I love y'all. My family that just went through all this death and stuff. Like, I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, real rap. But I had to get me right. You feel me? Had to get me right. I'm a lot stronger now, though. I'm a lot stronger now. Like, I love y'all. You feel me? For the ones that love me. All the others, I don't be pressed for relationships. I love those who love me. You know what I mean? And that's just that. How y'all been, though, man? I've been out here chilling. Staying out the way. It's so peaceful. I don't got to debate with people. Just working on my spiritual health. You know what that look like? When you tap in, not working on your mental health. Let's really discuss some things. I'm not working on my mental health. I'm working on my spiritual health. Because I've allowed people in my circumference that wasn't good for me. And I had to dissect who those people was. Like, I love people genuinely, right? And I read energy. And I let people around me and their energy. Like, okay, so let me explain how it goes. I walk in a room. There's 5 motherfuckers in there. One person could be sad. One could be happy. One could be terrified. One could be going through some shit. All of those energies I pick up on. So now I done left angry as hell, sad as hell, depressed. So I stopped hanging around people because they shit end up on me. And I don't want people shit on me. I had to learn how to dissect, love you from a distance, love you, deal with you how I deal with you, but know how to remove myself from people's energy, man. People are energy hoarders. They'll come around you, talk shit about you, don't know nothing. Just be chatting as per fucking usual, right? So I made a decision to leave people where the fuck they was at. If they was not good for my health and my spiritual growth, what we chatting about? Cousin, you already know, cousin. I'm built forward tough, you heard me? Forward tough. This ain't about nothing. It ain't about nothing, I promise you. Yeah, I had to make a decision, and I lost friends along the way. I lost family along the way. I lost significant others along the way. But with this, I'm going to tell you, with every loss, right, it was a lesson in it. The significant other left because it was things being hid that was brought to my attention that God allowed me to see, the red flags that I ignored, that I was not supposed to ignore, and I did because I love the nigga, right? So that lesson was learning to choose myself. This man would walk around my house talking shit to me all day and had no motion. I'm the only nigga in that bitch with motion. If you don't sit your motionless ass down. So I had to choose in itself to choose me. Like, who the hell this man think I am? Right? So boom, I got rid of that relationship. Oh, let me be celibate. I don't got time. You know what I mean? People ain't moving how they should. What up, D? What up, Mosley? People ain't moving how they supposed to move. Woo, woo, woo. You feel me? Get moving. So I stay away from folks. I don't need a relationship. Let me get one with myself spiritually. Let me work on that. Let me detox anybody before him. You feel me? And him. Because I knew he was dealing with his devils, and I did not want to keep taking them with me, right? You'll get with somebody, and this is me being, I keep saying, this is just being honest, bro. Ain't no need in faking and fronting for nobody, like, at all. Take the lesson, what I'm giving to y'all, like, real shit. Like, I'm going to say this before I make the statement, right? Everybody in the Bible is flawed. God didn't pick perfect people to give the message. Y'all need to understand that and stop being so judgmental. No, you're not going to like my delivery. And I don't expect you to. But don't miss the message because you don't like my delivery. Oh, because she thinks she the shit. Oh, because she fat. Oh, because she... Y'all pick anything not to like somebody. I'm fat and cute, bitch, and paid. And I don't ask none of y'all to pay my bills. Let me just put that out there, right? Okay. Boom. So let's go back into it. I allowed things that happened to me that should not have happened. Listen to what I said. I allowed accountability, right? I dealt with situations longer than I should have dealt with situations. Again, accountability, right? Poor decision making. It was terrible. Like, I literally was detoxing spiritually, right? To where, okay, I want to get this person out of my energy. I got to detox from friends. I lost so many people that I thought genuinely cared for me. That genuinely cared for me, that vanished, right? They got judgmental on a nigga. I had people use me to big themselves up and dismiss me when they didn't need, when they was at where they was at. They dismissed me, and I was okay with that because God put me in their life to do whatever it was I needed to do, right? I don't miss nothing. I don't lose. He never drops me off nowhere. You know what I mean? Did it hurt? Yeah, isolating yourself breeds elevation. I had to. These were people that I would lay my life on the line for. These were people that I genuinely cared about, but would not give that same, they would not reciprocate it. You know what I mean? People will come around you and use you for their own reasons. Yeah. And I started reading people, and I started seeing, okay, this person kind of dark. Let me separate myself, because that's not who I am, and that's not who I want to be spiritually. I had a woman sit on a line with me, and this was my friend, right? I call her my friend. This was my friend. And she started talking down on her mother and told me how she was going to do all this shit to hurt people. And I'm just looking at this crazy-ass bitch. And I'm like, yeah, we not the same. And I'm sitting there, and this is how you know you're growing, right? And I'm sitting and I'm looking at her. We on video chat. And I'm just like, okay. So, as soon as the chat ended, I blocked her. Because first of all, I'm not with all that killing your mother shit and how you hate your parents. I don't want to hear that shit. Because my mom not here. And I can't get that time back with her. You feel me? Like, that was my nigga, but I can't get that back. So to sit and hear you downplay your mother and say how you don't like her, and because she wasn't there that second, she ain't worthy, and that is not me. I do not want to hear that shit. Do not come to me with that shit. Because I will be the one to cuss you the fuck out and tell you to get the fuck on, right? So I'm just letting her chat. And then she's going around her house, and we on video chat, y'all. That's why you got to be mindful what spirits you bring around you. That's why I had to spiritually detox. Y'all not listening. So she walks past. She got like a laundry room. And it's like clutter, but she has like a table in there. And on this table, she has all kind of Virgin Marys and devil heads and candles and all kind of plates with shit all over it. And I'm looking, right? I'm paying attention because I'm very observant. I pay attention to it. And as she's talking, she's going towards this table. And she's beefing with some girl for her baby father and whatever they got going on. And I'm just listening. And she gets to this table and she's like, I'm going to put roots on this bitch. Fuck her and her slow-ass kids. And I'm just like, oh, whoa, flag on the fucking play. So what we ain't finna do, because I don't want no parts of this, right? I said, oh, all right. I said, what's your beef with the girl? Like, because y'all got the same baby father? Y'all can't be with that. Who was ever beefing over niggas? Is that really a thing? Y'all really do that shit? Because I don't. The fuck? If you don't replace that man and keep it moving. But yeah, anywho. So she's beefing with this girl over, she's like, fat this and fat that. And I'm like, bro, you about 3 tons of fun your damn self. I'm fat. I'm not engaging in this fat bashing conversation. So I'm like, yeah, this was actually I'm like, damn. And it makes you reflect. Like, I literally used to hang with this chick. Was I in that energy? And if I was, please forgive me. Because who the hell? If I was in that energy, oh, Lord, I had some work to do. Spiritually. You understand me? But I hung up that phone immediately and blocked her on every fucking thing. Because what I'm not going to do is engage in no dark activity, baby. I don't do that. You have a choice. You know, when you Christian, you got a choice between if you want to go with the bad side or the good side. God said, pick a side. I choose the light. I choose to be a healer. I don't choose to dibble in that dark shit. Because that shit will backfire. And if you know, you know. I ain't going to get all into it. If you know, you know. It's going to backfire, big baby. So you go ahead and play with your little witchy poo stuff. I just don't want no parts of it. So that was one of the reasons I had to detox. Not only from significant others and past life relations and other motherfuckers I done dealt with, but also from friends, toxic fucking friends. It seemed like everybody was coming around me with they shit not together, sad and depressed, and dropping that shit off on my lap. So it made me sad and depressed. It depleted me. Me being in a relationship with a motherfucker who literally was taking the life out of me. I could literally show y'all pictures. I cannot make this up. So you have to be careful who you lay down with, because they will literally suck the soul out you. Like your look will start looking different. Your beliefs will start being different. Your mind state will start being different. The way you move will be different. Be mindful. Even with your friends. When them fake, congratulations. That handshake don't match that smile, baby. Read them and keep it moving. You know who your haters are. You know who fuck with you. You know who don't. I can't stress enough. Love those who love you. All the rest of them people, leave them people where they at. It don't even be worth all that. Because we talking about regular people that deal with regular shit, everyday shit that everybody else dealing with. Ain't nobody up, ain't nobody down. Niggas is just trying to figure it out. And until they figure it out, don't let them weigh on you. You understand? Like, I literally had to leave a lot of friends. Because I'm like, damn, they still stuck in the same space. Like, I see something better for myself. I put in this job a year prior. Everybody like, oh, I don't think you're going to get that. You sure? You got a record. God ain't what? Because he sure ain't knock on your door and tell you shit about me. God ain't what? Because everything I say is for me, gonna be for me. Anything I put my hand, I'm gonna get. Manifestation on 1,000. And can't nobody stop that, baby. And I say that with pride. Everything I do, I manifest and I get. Absolutely. So you gotta be mindful too. People praying against your path and your vision and your dreams. It ain't their dream. They ain't gotta represent that shit. They ain't gonna be okay with your path and your dream, and that's okay. Cause it's yours. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. People didn't understand what God had in store for me. And they still don't. My journey don't stop here. At all. My journey don't stop here. Even my kids. I had to listen, my kids were getting older. Right? My sons was just smelling themselves. They was having kids and starting their own families, and the communication was choppy. Because they wanted me to be a certain way. I see moms as a certain... I'm not that mother. I'm not that one. But I do know the older they get, the more they understand. Like me and my sons have understanding. They all right kids. They are all right kids. Like my son, my oldest son, he doing well for himself. He works, he has his own place, he has one child, no record. He Gucci. I think he got like a little speeding ticket. I said, boy, you better slow down. You know what I mean? My other son, he works. He got 4 kids. I wish he stopped having them. But he all right too. You feel me? My oldest daughter living her life. She don't have no kids. And then there's the teenagers. You know what I mean? Everybody's blessed. Everybody's good. I had to learn to parent a different way, right? I was the type of parent... Here I go being truthful again. Y'all gonna judge me either way. I was the type of parent, man. I was a hard parent. I didn't have a parent, so I had to teach myself how to do all that shit, right? Not knocking my parents. I'm not bashing my babies. They my babies. My dad, I love my father. I love the one that raised me and the one that made me. You know what I'm talking about? And then my mother, you feel me? And those who play motherly figures or aunties in my life, you know, I respect y'all. I'm not talking about y'all. But, you know, not having that real guidance, I had to teach myself how to be a mom and shit, man. So I was learning. Now with the second batch, I'm Gucci. They can't play in my face. Now the first batch, I was fumbling the ball, man. I was picking it up, dropping it, but I never just let it stay there. I always picked the ball up. So that way of me parenting was different. I was more like yelling and you know. I was hands on. I whooped their ass in a split second because they were boys. I felt like they didn't have a father figure, so I had to play both, man. You know. I had to do both, man. So a lot of times, you know, some decisions when it came to my sons was a little different. They do have a godfather, you know, and people hate it. That's not their dad. It is. Paris has been in their life since we were kids, and he made an oath to my boys that he will always be there for them if he needed them. And the nigga's a stand-up dude. Yeah, Paris Marshall. Wow. Everybody don't know that was my first boyfriend when I was 14. We was together for a while. And it was a whole bunch of beef behind that man. Nobody want that man. That's my friend. And he will always be my friend, and I will always be in his life. But he did help and have an impact on my sons. Yes, he did. And anytime I needed him, he gonna pull up. This day, tomorrow. Yeah, I know he locked up right now. This day, tomorrow, next week. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. If I say, Paris, I need you, the boys need you, he's gonna come. So that's a part of my village, you know? Not that I want that man. I know that man got a woman. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So he played a part. I know a couple of my brothers played a part. You know? But it was rough being a single mom raising boys. Because I knew at a time, I wasn't going to be able to teach them some shit. I'm a girl. You feel me? I'm a woman. And after a while, they weren't going to listen to that. Like, how you know, Mom? You're not a man. Like, this is their rebuttal, you know? What I learned, you know, and I'm still mommy, and they still call their mama when they need help, you know. But yeah, that was a rough patch for me trying to raise boys and just learning and not really knowing, man. Yeah, man, it got rough, but I did it, man. I think my kids are stand-up kids, man, real shit. I had a meeting with the school last week by my daughters. My one daughter, right, when she was 14, she worked for the police department. And the other one worked for the Habitat of Humanity where we live at. Like she goes around, she cleans the community, you know, that type of thing. And when they see her resume, they're like, whoa. You're how old? Because I keep my kids and stuff. I try to keep them educated. I don't want them to miss nothing. I want to put them in a position when they go into the world, right? Because I done instilled all of these things in them that they use the tools that I gave them as a guide. And as I'm on the phone with the teachers, and they're like, listen, your parenting shows through your children. I can tell you're a great mother. I pride myself in that. They my babies. And I'm never going to put my kids out here to figure it out. You know, my entire childhood, I had to figure it out the hard way. I definitely don't want my kids to go through that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why let them learn the hard way when I could just teach them? All right, let's keep it real. But I love y'all. At this point, I'm just chatting. Because I ain't did this in a little bit. That's all. But yeah, y'all be mindful. Sometimes you got to step away from your kids to get a better understanding. Is basically what I'm saying. I had to talk to my son in a minute because I felt like he was disrespectful. His mouth was crazy. He was coming crazy. And I cut his ass off. And we hadn't literally talked for like 2 years. I had not physically... It might have been 3. I had not physically seen my son. Talk to him or nothing. Because I demand respect. And if I don't get it, I take it. Period. And he didn't understand it at the time. But it took for him to grow up. At the time, he was 24. He damn near 30 now. You dig me? So, he gets it. He gets it now. He tells me all the time, Mom, I love you. I don't know how you did it. I said, nigga, because I'm a hustler. Like, what do you mean? I had to make it happen. I had to figure it out. I didn't have a person I could go to. I didn't have a living dude. I did all the work. I didn't have a living nigga that was gonna give me nothing. So when nigga, that's what was funny to me, right? Women would come for any nigga that I would deal with because he was with me, right? What are you seeing her? Right? And they think, oh, she has a car. She has this. I bought them fucking cars. I pay my bills. Like, what? I don't know why people thought I was getting these niggas and, oh, she's a user. Used for what? What I'm using these people for? Like, let's be honest. I done been on my own my entire damn life. On my own. Like, anybody that know me know this. I don't have to use nobody, baby. And like, they would come for my nigga, like, and get these niggas like, oh, he ain't got what he had, because it wasn't his to give. Just stupid. Just, and yeah, yeah, nah, people retarded. They just make up stuff and run with it. I don't mind, though. I don't mind. I'm here for it. What's up, Robinson? Mosley. Yeah, I'm here. Look at my little mustache, y'all. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna clean that up. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting more on my pages, my YouTube and my TikToks. I got my strength up a little more. Even though this medicine be knocking my dumb ass down, I'm gonna try to tap in more with everybody. If you into the tarot, I read tarot. I got a page for that too. Tap in. Some messages may be for you. Remember, it's nothing dark. If it ain't you, if it ain't for you, keep it moving. I ain't forcing shit on nobody. That ain't what I'm here for. But I love y'all. Thank you for tapping in. I just had to vent. My heart was broken. Just the fact that my friend killed herself. The fact that she killed her kids and then killed herself fucked me up. And I was trying to, you can sit it right there, big baby. I was trying to reach out to her the other day. And couldn't get her. Couldn't get the information I needed, wanted, none of that shit. I was trying. But yeah, rest in peace, all involved. And man, check on y'all peoples. You heard? Check on y'all peoples. Don't be judgmental. You don't know what them folk gonna do. Check on y'all peoples, man. Ain't nobody perfect. We all got our shit. You feel me? It's like you can't put a time frame on how people heal or how people learn. Maybe that person don't know nothing at the time. Teach them. Don't talk about them. Put them on game. That's the problem. People so damn prideful. Don't be trying. Teach one. Teach one, reach one. You heard? I'm all for that shit. But, yeah. All right, I'm about to eat. Put me on a movie, guys. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all tapping in. It was good seeing the ones that, you know, did tap in. Hit the like button. Yeah. That's it. I'm out.